Hello everybody, it's me Nate aka Double Dog, and I'm back with I think this is technically my first new game review of 2024. And yes, it is what you're seeing on screen. I am actually going to review this. I always told people if you send me a game, I will review it. And I will make sure to be very non-biased with this since this is obviously a game for little kids. This is Bluey the game. It was developed by Artax Games and published by Outright Games and released on November 17th of 2023 for just about every single gaming system. Now, what exactly do you do in Bluey the game? Because after all, this is a game for little kids. You play as one of the four main characters from the show, free roaming around different areas of Brisbane, talking to other characters from the show, collecting objects like toys, plants, and items that you end up using to unlock new costumes that you can dress up in, and also collect stickers for your sticker book. Now, it also has local multiplayer, so you can actually have other people jump online and play along with you. So have a good time with your friends on playing Bluey. Now, it has a multiplayer for both the free play mode and the story mode. Yes, this game actually has a story mode that is centered around a four-part structure. Much like the actual TV show, it is set into different story chapters as you go around exploring as either Bingo, Chili, Bandit, and Bluey. There are four different mini games you can come across as well that are straight from the show, like Keepy Uppy and Shatter Max Chase, and also Hot Lava, the floor is lava. Honestly, playing this, I've played a lot of games before, and I've played some games that are for children as well, because I don't mind. I can play just about anything, and I have to say, visually, it's very, very beautiful. I did have a couple glitches, but nothing that actually destroyed the game. I guess some people say they have some game-breaking bugs with this. I haven't really noticed anything, at least when I played it. But like I said, visually it looks great. It honestly looks just like the show, with the full voice cast from the show playing their characters. And it comes on every system, but there is some differences in different versions of the game. My example is the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X runs the game at 4K at 60 frames a second. This is technically considered the first Bluey product that is in 4K. Now, the PS4 and Xbox Series X runs it at 1440p resolution at 60 frames a second as well. So at least it's at 60 frames. It's not quite 4K, but it's still up there, resolution-wise. And let's be honest, a game like this isn't really something that graphically is going to really be a powerhouse to push. But I have to point out something. The Nintendo Switch version, on the other hand, runs it at 1080p at only 30 frames a second, and that is docked. If you're playing it in handheld mode, then it bumps down to the 720p, and it still has problems keeping up at the 30 frames a second. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked at that for a game like this. It didn't really seem to be really optimized for the Switch. But honestly, it's not a difficult game, and it's definitely a game for little kids. And if you're a fan of the show of Bluey, it's got its charm to it. All the characters, voice actors do a fantastic job. It's basically just exploring different areas, like their house, the beach, going to a park, hanging out with your friends, playing dress up with the costumes you unlock. So there's nothing really earth-shatteringly here that's really special. I do think it's kind of weird, like when the characters move towards and away from the foreground. You can tell it's a game at that point because the way they move, it's kind of odd. It's still cool. Honestly, for a kid's game, I can actually highly recommend this. As for the price, though, naturally, since this is a little kid's game, it's not that difficult and it's not long. And currently, when it first came out, it was like $40, $50. But the price has significantly dropped since then. You can find it, I think, less than $20 on a Nintendo Switch. I found it, believe it or not, for like $24.99 on PlayStation 5. So it's not an expensive game if you have like little kids. in your family, or heck, if you just want to play an easy game just to sit back and relax, to get you some easy trophies, it's not bad. It's honestly pretty good quality. Like I said, I haven't really had any issues with any major game-destroying glitches like some people have. I did only play it on the PlayStation 5 version, so it might be because it might be a little bit more optimized for PS5 than other systems. I'm not sure on that, but I had some, texture glitches, stuff like that, but nothing that was bad, nothing that broke the game, because there's really not much gameplay in this. It's just searching, finding items. You find enough of the same items, you unlock a new outfit, gear piece, or a sticker for your sticker book. That's really about it. This is not a Quentin Tarantino style game with the dialogue. It is straight from the show. I mean, like I said, I keep saying it, but I got to keep going back to it. If you like the show, it's bright, it's colorful, it's nothing as offensive in this. I find Bluey to be like one of the better shows out on the market for little kids with its educational aspect. The only thing I will say with this, since this is also for little kids as well, it's a really short game. You can get 100% done and platinum this in about 3 hours or less. So it's not a long game at all. And there's not really much replayability to it. I mean, once you go through and you actually collect all the items and talk with all the people and unlock all your outfits, there's no New Game Plus for Bluey. There's no hardcore mode for Bluey. So, I mean, really, what did you expect? But I wanted to get on here and do this review. And while I know it's probably not the game review you would expect first out of me, like I said, if you send it to me, I will review it no matter what it is. And I wanted to make up for the fact a while back I did a DreamWorks Dragons game that was a little kid's game. And I had a lot of people really riding me hard saying I was too hard on it, that I should have been a little softer, that I tore it apart too much. But I will say this, that last game, it wasn't really a good game. It wasn't designed well. It had a lot of bad control aspects to it, and especially from a little kid, it would have been more difficult for him to figure out. This, on the other hand, is as simplistic as you can get with a game. Going around collecting your 3 parts of your treasure map to find the treasure, and going with your family to the beach and hanging out with your friends and playing some short little mini games. I mean, there's no harm in this. There's no harm in it. It's visually, like I said, it's very, very pretty. It's very appealing. I'm kind of shocked that they can't get this game to run better on Nintendo Switch. Seriously, the Switch is a great system, and I can understand certain games really making it bog down and go slow, but this is definitely not one of them. I mean, seriously. But that's my personal opinion, my review of Bluey the game. Anyone else out there a fan of Bluey the show? If you have little nieces, nephews, or children that watch it, have you played this game? Do you agree with anything I said? Do you disagree? Is there anything I left out? Was there something I missed in doing the review on this? Because I don't think it's that deep. I don't think there's that much content in it. But like I said, if you get it super cheap and you got some like nieces and nephews or something, I don't see no problem in this. It's easy to fun to pick up and play game. It's definitely not challenging. Like I said, honestly, it was quite relaxing. I actually had fun with it. It was quite relaxing compared to a lot of the games that I play anymore that are super stressful and violent and gory. This was charming. It really was, and I have to say, I think it's a really good game. I just wish that it was even cheaper than what the current price is, and it was a little bit longer, and maybe have something, like maybe to unlock some parts of the actual TV show. When you beat the game, you could watch actual episodes of the TV show, maybe. Just something to add a little bit more content to it. But other than that, there's really nothing bad to say about this game. But please, leave in your comments below if you agree or disagree with me. What other games would you like to see me review in the future? Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And of course, here at Double Dog Gaming, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.